guys, Chico, he provides. I'm in my father-in-law's house. Today, let me see if I can get better lighting. Today is our last chance to haul off any scrap around the place before school starts tomorrow. This was the dryer we replaced in a video a while back, but my father-in-law wanted it up here. He wanted to take some parts out of it for something he was designing. He's pretty good. He can take a pile of junk and make great stuff, and I can take great stuff and make a pile of junk. But anyway, he's done with it, so we're going to haul it off. And he's got this old water heater here. We're going to haul it off, and up on his deck is an old grill. I'm waiting on them to get back, but I think the old grill needs hauled off, and I've got some stuff left down at my house. It's about noon, and I'm just standing around waiting. The guy that borrowed the trailer was supposed to have it back by 8. Here he is. I'll be back in a minute. So anyway, sorry about the interruption. The guy that had the trailer borrowed, old friend of mine since we were teenagers, he was supposed to have been here at 8 o'clock this morning. He called me about 9:15 and said so-and-so had his truck and he couldn't get it back, but I could come and get it, and he lives way down in the boondocks. I said, I'll just wait. So he finally got the trailer back. He did. He was kind enough, him and the young fellow that's with him loaded up a water heater for me and an old dryer, the dryer I was telling you about. But he loaded those up, and the pin on the trailer that where you crank it down, it came loose somewhere, so they went and bought another one, and he was coming back from that. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but we're getting a way late start. It's already after 12, and I got to swap vehicles with Jerry and Margaret. And they had a doctor's appointment. I think they stopped to get something to eat, so we're falling way behind schedule. I was hoping to be back home by now, but I'm not, and here we are, and we'll make do. So we're loading up the scrap. I've got the rest of what I showed you down at my place. I dug out some stuff. We've got to turn some ground over last fall, and like an old piece of bicycle turned up and another piece of metal. I drug it out of the weeds this morning. I'm going to load it up. So basically any scrap metal we can find. And while I've been waiting on everybody to get their running done, I cut all the wires out of the dryer, cut the aluminum, copper, and brass off the water heater, because they'll bring more money by themselves. So, waiting on Jerry. I'll show you guys what I get loaded up before we leave, and I'll show you what we make off of this little trip, if we ever get out of here. By the way, if you guys like what we're doing, it'd really help us out if you give us a thumbs up and share the video, and a subscribe, and ringing that little bell always helps us out. Godspeed, folks. We'll be back in a little bit. So it's literally like 1 o'clock. Everybody in the equation was late except me. I got up. I've been up since 3 a.m. But here's what we've got. Just different scrap that my father-in-law had, stuff we had, just stuff like this thing there. We've used it for yard sales for the last few years, but we're getting rid of it. It's in the way. It looks horrible. That old salamander heater never did work. Just some junk. A helium tank that was left someplace. Some folks had a party and just left it. I throwed it on here. So I'm rambling. I'm out of breath. Getting a late start. I'll show you in a little bit what we bring. Alright, the lighting might be bad. Let me shut off my flashers. 39.20. Now, hang on, I'll be right back. 39.20. There's the receipt. They pay you cash. You gotta like cash. I'll be right back. So, the last scrapping video I did, I had a little bit of a complaint one of the employees just stomped and huffed because he had to do the job that he's getting paid to do. So that scrapyard is about 13 miles from my house. There's another scrapyard that's 5 miles further north. They've always got good customer service. They're polite. They try to help you. They're there to answer questions, especially, you know, first time hauling scrap or whatever. So I drove 5 miles past the scrapyard where I got poor service to one where I expect good service. Sadly, scrap's not paying much right now. That load you've seen, I only paid $39.20. But my point is I'll drive past the business to get to another business that provides good customer service. So we're at Goodman's Recycling in Bedford, Indiana, and they treat customers well. We got everything unloaded. I'm gonna go back and get gas. I filled up before I left. I'll fill up when I get back, so I know exactly how much gas I spent and see what it was. But the bottom line is I got my place, my father-in-law's place, cleaned up and got paid a little bit of money to do it, and I'm ready to go back to work tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Godspeed.